Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Spec. Thank you very much for stopping by. So, Apple's Airpods Pro 2 are here.
Then we must go pro!
While they may look pretty much the same, we've got improvements in noise canceling, a handful of new features, an updated charging case, and the same $249 starting price as the first generation. But are they a worthy upgrade? The original AirPods Pro came out about 3 years ago and were really solid, although not perfect noise canceling earbuds. Now we finally have an update, and they've checked off a lot of boxes for a bigger upgrade than it may appear at first glance. Starting with the earbuds themselves, they keep the same design language as the first generation with the short stem on the sides and the swappable size ear tips, with one additional extra small size included this year. The Pros hold in place a lot better in your ear than regular earpods and form a better seal because of the ear tips, so additional sizes are a welcome addition. If the original AirPods don't really work for the shape of your ears, as I've heard with a lot of people, you might find that the Pros actually work better for you if you can try them out. I also read that you couldn't swap out the ear tips from the first and second gen, but I didn't have any issues switching between the two. We've got the Apple U1 chip on board this time around for precise location tracking. This is great if you tend to lose your headphones a lot. And finally, an upgraded H2 processor that powers all the improved features, which we'll touch on in a bit. The case has seen more updates than the Buds themselves this year, with additions of a speaker and a slot for a lanyard on the side, though you don't get one in the box and Apple isn't actually selling one. There's still MagSafe wireless charging on board, or standard Qi wireless charging if you prefer that route, and now you can charge them on an Apple Watch charger if you have one lying around. The fastest will still be the MagSafe though. Sadly, we're still using a lightning cable if you want to charge with a wire, and Apple did not upgrade these to USB-C, which seems like a missed opportunity.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
The speaker comes in handy if you misplace your case, as it can play a sound, and it also plays a nice little sound when you place it on the charger or your battery gets low. Given that the headphones are exactly the same size as last gen, they do fit in the original charging case, but unfortunately they don't charge. This isn't really an issue, but I just wanted to test it out.
Yes, science!
Also, since the case is the same size as the first gen, I just plopped it into my original silicone case for protection. The case is also IPX4 water resistant this year, the same as the AirPods themselves, so no worries if they get a little wet during a workout or in the rain. Okay, so new features. Apple claims 2 times better noise canceling, a new skin sensor to detect when you have the buds in your ears instead of, say, in your pocket, volume control gestures on the buds themselves, a better transparency mode, improved battery life, a new driver for better highs and lows, and yeah, these features really make a difference. Starting with the noise canceling, there's really no way to verify 2 times better noise canceling, but I could immediately tell a difference when I put them in. The first generation AirPod Pros were really solid and excelled at eliminating common, continuous sounds like an air conditioner or a ceiling fan, but didn't do much for other types of sounds. The new version takes that and turns it up even further. The first thing I noticed is that the little background hiss you usually hear from noise canceling headphones is pretty much non-existent on these. You wouldn't think it would make a difference, but switching back and forth between my first gen and these, it really stood out. The other thing I noticed was how much better it was at eliminating non-continuous sounds like voices from the television or cars driving by. While they're not completely gone, I've been super impressed with the improvements here. Apple already had one of the best transparency modes on a pair of wireless headphones, and these aren't any different. Everything is amplified so you can hear your surroundings, and honestly, it's almost too amplified at times.
Take it down a notch. It's creeping a bit.
The volume controls on the earbuds are also a huge upgrade. Not having to reach for your phone or activate Siri just to adjust the volume just makes for a much better listening experience. The sliding gesture felt a little weird at first because I'm used to sliding across the earbud itself on other headphones and not the stem, but it quickly becomes second nature and you can do it without any accidental taps or skips. You can still skip tracks by squeezing the stem, which feels very natural and easy to do. I'm also really impressed with the improved sound quality. It's hard to pinpoint anything specific, and I'm no audiophile, but everything just sounds a little bit better. There's less distortion in the low end for a bit more punch in the bass, and the high end just sounds clearer. I already preferred the first gen Pro sound over my other wireless headphones like the Pixel Buds Pros, but these widen the gap even more. It's kind of hard to explain. Everything just kind of pops on these. And lastly on the new features, battery life. Apple is quoting roughly 6 hours with noise canceling enabled, up from 4.5 on the first gen, and it seems to be pretty spot on. Now 6 hours isn't industry leading, but it does catch Apple up with the competition in the space at this price point. The charging case is also updated with around 30 total hours of listening time, up from 24 on the original. Setup is still easy as ever if you have an iPhone. You simply open them up next to your device and a notification will pop up to take you through the setup process. In iOS 16, the controls have their own dedicated section now, and you can adjust everything there like gestures, a fit test, battery information, adaptive transparency, and more. Now this is all on iOS. Things are a bit different if you have an Android. You can absolutely still use them on Android through a Bluetooth connection, but you miss out on all the customization features that you get on iOS.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
It's not ideal, but I use the first gen almost exclusively on a Pixel device, so it's not a terrible experience. Noise canceling, volume control, and track skipping all still work on Android. Speaking of Bluetooth, these are using Bluetooth 5.3, the latest variant, but they don't really take advantage of it, missing out on better audio codecs and other things like multi-point connections. You can still jump between iOS devices seamlessly, but you'll have to go into the Bluetooth menu and repair to jump between, say, your PC and your iPhone. So final verdict, are these a worthy successor at $249? I'd have to say yes, as I went in a little skeptical and came away really impressed. Apple may not lure a lot of new buyers without an updated design, but they really nailed the quality of life improvements offered here. If you have the first gen AirPods Pro, I'd say wait until those die before you swap them out. But for everyone else in the market for noise canceling earbuds, these are really good. If you don't care about noise canceling on your headphones, I'd say save a lot of money and go with something like the Pixel Bud A series. But if you do want really good sound with really good noise canceling and good battery life, these should absolutely be up near the top of your list for consideration. But that's about all I have for today. I really appreciate you watching as always. And if you liked it, please subscribe and hit the like button. Until next time.